Okay, next what you need to do is grab your power cable out of the accessory box and go ahead and feed the connection to your power supply underneath. And there's going to be a little hole here. So you just go ahead and you feed it underneath. Once you get it into that little hole, you should be able to grab it from the other side. So let's go to the other side. So here's your power cable. Go ahead and just grab it out. So we have our power cable. The next thing that we need to do is fish the cables out of the hole. For shipping purposes, sometimes they kind of jam the cables a little bit further back and they're all on a wire tie. So basically what you need to do is you need to get in here and get all of these wires. And you got to kind of pull a little bit to get them all out. Like I said, for shipping, they are kind of jammed in there a little bit so they don't flop around in transit. Okay, so now we have all the cables out of the hole. There should be 3 cables that are wire tied, and then you should also have your inlet cable. So the first cable that we want to actually install is going to be your data cable. It's got it's a silver round, and then it's got a little notch here. You want to match that notch up to the notch that's on your power supply. There we go. And go ahead and fasten that down. And make sure that it's tight. Okay, so the next cable that we want to take is the floor cable here. This is going to be usually an unmarked cable. Go ahead and put that into number 1. The next cable is also going to be the floor cable from underneath. Go ahead and put that either in number 1 or number 2. It makes no difference. Okay, then you want to plug in your bench heater. So it's usually labeled heater number 3. And go ahead and put that in. Okay, so now you have all 3 plugged in here. You do not need to use this connection on either the 2-person or the 3-person. Since we have enough slots on the power supply, we're just going to use a power supply for all of the heaters. And lastly, go ahead and take your power cable and plug it into your power supply. Make sure it's 100% secure. And this is how you wire an Enrich 2 or Enrich 3 HealthMate sauna. Okay, lastly what we want to do is we want to go ahead and pull your 2 cables down from the ceiling here. One is going to be your extension cable, and then one is going to be your lamp cable. They're both color marked, so go ahead and plug in your extension cable, and you can, if this sticker comes off, just go ahead and stick it back. Make sure it only goes in one way, so just make sure that you have it securely fastened. Take your red cable and do the same. Now that they're both put in, go ahead and grab one of your wood covers and attach the wood cover, and that side is done. And then the last part is getting these 2 cables out. Now these 2 cables can get a little tricky to actually pull out, which is okay, just because all you need to do is kind of pull on them and they should come out. So we have one here. And we have one here, so you're going to get a blue one, and then you're going to get a clear one. The blue one is going to plug into your heater, so make sure this is very important. Okay, so you need to make sure you line this up correctly, and it should go in smoothly, just like that. If you install it the wrong way, it should not go in, so do not force it. So we'll go ahead and plug that one in. Same thing with your data cable. It should just go in one way, and go ahead and get it in until you hear the snap. And grab the wood cover, over it, and you're all set. Everything's ready to go and use your HealthMate Enrich 2 or 3 infrared sauna.